Hello there, you fantastic people. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my playthrough of Syndicate. No, not the 1993 real-time strategy Syndicate, but the 2012, I think, reboot first-person shooter Syndicate. How the hell you go from RTS to FPS? Ugh. This is a game I purchased on release. Then I played through, I think, the entire tutorial mission. Stopped playing, never picked it up again. So it's been 11 years. It's time to return to Syndicate. And I hope this is going to work well, because for some reason it did not want to work with the game capture, either full screen applications or specific window. So I had to do a display capture, and hopefully that works. I'm not gonna sit here and babble. Let's get into the first-person Syndicate. Normal, of course.
In the year 2017, the world's largest corporate merger leads to the creation of EuroCorp.
EuroCorp!
The company is the first to spearhead the development of a biodigital implant, the DART chip. Fueled by adrenaline, its users experience unsurpassed connectivity with the dataverse, rendering all digital devices obsolete.
That would be kinda cool.
Nations lose their relevance in a world dominated by these massive corporations.
That would be less cool.
The world population swells to 15 billion. 57% are chipped and linked to their preferred corporation.
Way too many.
The rest are digitally locked out of sight and out of mind. Industrial espionage reaches unparalleled heights. Covert agents are mobilized to protect and serve their interests. You are one of the chosen few, an agent.
Insider trading. Enemies hit by the backfire application take double damage for a brief period afterwards. New York, 2069. Nice. Oh, that was some hefty loading time for being an older game on an SSD, but sure.
Roger that, HQ. We'll begin wake-up procedure.
Ship systems, DART 6.1, initializing.
Okay, it's time to wake up.
IPA cells.
Welcome to ship system, DART 6.1.
Hey, are you in there?
Initializing DART overlay.
Sure am. New agent feature. Press tab to view. Performance interaction. Okay, press and hold E when close on an interaction point to use it. Some interactions demand repeated effort. Press and hold E to start interaction, then tap E until you succeed. Okay. Climb ladder. Automatic. Combat melee. Press when improves community. Press 5 when standing above a wounded or down target to instantly eliminate it. Adaptable neural implants and sensory reflexes enhance the speed and force applied by an agent in close combat. Against normal consumers and enforcers, an agent's capacity is unmatched, leaving only a few armored or specially trained enemies that can defend or even surpass the attack. Melee techniques can also be used to break chains, smash through weakened doors and walls, as well as stomp through broken floors and gratings. End of entry. You want me to spam? Gonna have to go through this. Tactical overlay, the dart chip. Entry, chip mechanics, dart overlay, chip functionality, combat. Functionality, success. Press Q to toggle the dart overlay and overclock the chip systems, providing a range of extended features. Failure. Dart overlay consumes stored energy. Once the energy bar is empty, the overclocking shuts down. Dart overlay speeds up the agent's information processing ability at the same time as increasing the response rate of all the agent's implants, effectively slowing down the perception of time. So, bullet time. Through a mixture of auditory filtering, visual tracking, and ship detection, all enemies that have previously been spotted, will be marked and visibly tracked. A la Deus Ex Human Revolution. Displaying their eternal chip systems when visible and predicting their position when behind cover and otherwise out of sight. This allows breaching and, for sniper rifles, aimed shooting at targets behind cover. Due to overclocking of the metabolistic processors, the damage taken by an agent is reduced. IPA levels, intelligence, perception, adrenaline. Energy consumption. Eliminating enemies and performing breach spikes generates adrenaline for the IPA bar. Adrenaline is gathered and fed automatically into the APPs and the IPA energy bar for dart overlay. The adrenaline access is converted into energy, which is used to power the breach applications and maintaining dart tactical overlay. Killing enemies with a headshot or successfully maintaining a rampage kill streak generate more adrenaline than normal liquidation skills. All agents are equipped with an emotional dampening system designed to smooth out emotional high and lows. Hooked directly to the endocrine system, it intercepts adrenaline produced by the agent's systems and converts it to stored energy, keeping the agent's adrenal levels at a stable level. Killing enemies causes a burst of adrenaline to be created that is intercepted by the EDS. Killing civilians does not generate a large enough surge of adrenaline to be intercepted by the EDS, so don't kill innocents. Dart overlay. It gets very dark in dart overlay. Oh, I think the... Ooh, that was way too twitchy. Sheesh. How about some mouse settings, yeah? Yes, let's take this down 2 notches? Maybe take Y down 1 notch? Oh, that's still a bit too much. Let's take him down another notch. But 2 more. Almost at the lowest.
They're coming for you, Kilo.
Kilo, that's my name. Okay. This is better. I can work with this. Neon lights. Whee. Not a very good slide. I feel... Ooh, oh. I feel very heavy control. There's a lot of weight to my stompings and movements. Sewing machine. Interactivity, spam buttons. Can I? Leave me alone. Bye. 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 Thank you.
Detecting structural weakness. Recommend brute force assault.
Liquidation plus 50. Milestone 1, wake up call. I don't remember how this game saves. Okay, checkpoint system. Okay, so there's definitely not... Ooh, hello? Mikar Sawan, age 51, position nanotech engineer for EuroCorp, grade 23. EuroCorp is basically the same. I don't know if you actually play as a corporation, you play as a syndicate in the 1993 Syndicate, but you take over, you basically start off where EuroCorp started and try to take over the world. So you're basically EuroCorp, I guess. Logged entry. I know, sir. No one can find Dr. Sawan. I've already tried that number a dozen times. Yes, I'm aware of that, sir. I'll tell you what I told the Security Commission. After he and Dr. Droll came back from Reykjavik and the C3 conference, Sawan uploaded all of his research data, and I mean all of it, to his personal computer and then left again. He told me he was going to our Boston facility and would be back in 2 to 3 days. No, sir, but apparently he never arrived, and it was only the next day that we discovered he had wiped the databanks clean of everything published under his name. We got a team here trying to recover what they can, but it's not looking good. No, sir, they estimate 15 to 20%. Sir? Sir, are you there? It doesn't feel like you really sprint straight. Wait. According to today's official statement, members for bombing had been surveilled by EuroCorp for weeks before the swoop, and at least one agent was involved. Okay, I guess that's some news. Very AR. Moonshine. But yeah, we are... Hey, you're not dead? I don't see a reason to kill you. Oh, new weapon found. APP-3. Manufactured by Acer Tellinger Industries? License owner IIA. 45 caliber semi-burst 18 round clip. Weighs 516 grams. That's not a lot. Nice. Primary fire single shot rapid fire semi-automatic. Secondary fire 3-shot burst secondary fire mode and fast reload. Licensed production by 26 manufacturers worldwide make this the standard sidearm for private security agencies across the globe. It's safe, reliable, and very easy to use thanks to the rapid-fire action trigger system. The 45 caliber bullets are easy to manufacture and readily available in abundance. In reference to its popularity, an independent survey stated that APP-3 handguns were used in more than 47% of urban shootings in America 2065, 4 years ago. The secondary fire burst mode allows an even greater rate of fire, although with its limited recoil dampening, the APP-3 suffers from significant climb when fired this way. So sucks recoil-wise. Let's see. Burst fire mode, single shot. Even holds it differently. I think I prefer single target. Can I holster my weapon? Anyway? No. Okay. Can I... No melee. No melee. 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 Do. So, as usual, in the future games, corporations have taken over. Data chip propaganda. Propaganda scanning, dart overlay. Press Q while looking at a propaganda message to register it in the info bank. Additional, if you're too far away to scan, the message is scrambled. Linking directly into the chip and brain of consumers, syndicates can now push messages and emotions, deliberately changing the target's preference and state of mind. So, subliminal messaging. Consumer messages are associatively connected to the corporate brand and iconic statements of the syndicates. Reports from downzone raids indicate the presence of Dataverse graffiti. Religious and political groups push subliminal messages and anti-syndicate propaganda to chipped inhabitants. Please scan and transfer global coordinates of any disruptive messages to Central Intelligence. I am also fairly certain this takes place before the 1993 syndicates.
As always, EuroCorp.
See, scrambled. Get closer. Working against a future.
But remember,
Citizens graffiti.
flagship technology, no one is dead. Some EuroCorp consumers are using
How you doing, buddy?
verification software to spice up their day.
No, we're not gonna execute
Don't go
civilians.
away.
We're going to take a look around. New personnel log from Bobby Dalton. Age 56, no position, no affiliation, and he has no known clearance. Son, I'll be the first to admit there are certain fundamental truths in life that must be grasped to get ahead. Most I can teach you nothing about, as I'm sure your mother has told you, but there's one area where I do possess some knowledge. Poker. Many will tell you that poker is a game of chance, while others claim skill is the deciding factor. Both are wrong. Poker is a game designed to test the limits of human ingenuity. You need to outwit your opponents, but that won't happen as long as you play by their rules. Not with the material and skill set you've got to work with. I'm being honest now, son, as my old man was with me. If you can't win with what you got, well, then you gotta find some other edge, don't you? Some will call this cheating, but the real name for it is adaptation. The same basic driving force that got humanity out of all those caves and planted us firmly at the top of the food chain all those years ago. When your mother lets me visit next time, I've got some tricks to show you. Tricks that have served me well. Well, I got another game tonight, but I'll call tomorrow. If things go well, as I expect they will, I might even bring you a present. That's some fatherly advice. And someone throws their undies on the floor. So yeah, the dart overlay. We can see the energy bar down there. Even shows in percent. And then it charges automatically. No? Oh shit. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Someone's coming. Cruise working below. I smell a fight. I think there's a fight here.
Exit is closed. Local power grid is offline.
Reroute power. That would be these. Going to route power to this. So follow the glowy lines. Or? Guess we go up. Yes. Ladders automatic.
Power grid governor detected in this vicinity.
Okay. Cover? What's that? Okay, walk over and collect. Power on. Power rerouted. Or? Power.
Main power grid restored.
Restored? You said I was supposed to reroute it, not restore it. Is there any propaganda around here? Do I take fall damage?
Dart overlay highlights enemy positions.
It sure does. Already seen him. Anyone else? It's very bright. Very bright. Oh! Where the hell did you come from? Don't scare me like that. So where's my health bar? Do I have a health bar? Gorilla mech toy. Don't think I have a health bar. More people. A sniper, eh? Ow! Ouch. Ooh, assault rifle. New weapon found at Kusanagi. Kusanagi ACR-10, Takashi Corp. Corporation, licensed owner Tau. I think Tau Corporation was one of the rival corporations in the 1993 game. 7.72 millimeters, auto singles, 24 round clip. 8.3 kilos, that's a heavy rifle. Primary fire, automatic fire primary mode. Secondary, single shot, overpressurized projectiles breaking through low-grade covers. Love it. For over a century, the ACR-10 has serviced elite combat units in war zones across the world. In 2063, license production was granted for Cayman Global by the Takashi Corporation Advisory Board to counter Aspari's growing influence in the Mexican Gulf. Aspari? Don't think they exist in the original. The rifle has therefore now become a standard issue combat rifle within the Cayman Global Elite Assault Units. 2067, 4 more syndicates were granted production rights. Due to its versatility, availability, and its unique penetration capabilities, the Kusanagi ACR-10 is now widely used in Syndicate elite forces. The Kusanagi ACR-10 is a mid to long range gas operated assault rifle that uses the revolutionary overpressurized hyper velocity firing system to allow the operator to shoot through ordinarily impenetrable material. Indeed. So if I do full fire, I can't aim. I have to go down sights, but if I do single shot, I can aim. Can I switch weapons? Yes. Good. Are you guys alright? No one died, eh? I'm just looking for propaganda. No need to be worried about me. I'm a nice guy, I don't even know what I look like. New location intel, region New York. New York City, affiliation EuroCorp. Really? EuroCorp spread all the way over to New York? Central Power, EuroCorp Manhattan office, The Spire. See the area? 1,347.31 square kilometers. Consumer markets, a lot of people. Let's see, New York City, largest and most populous urban area on mainland USA. EuroCorp 2065 population surveys identified over 45 distinct ethnic groups and 37 spoken languages in downtown districts. Upzone standardized to English speaking only after the skyward migration. Chip integration within upzone areas confirmed at 98.5%. Chip integration within dowzone areas unconfirmed but believed to be sub 3%. Known subverter groups residing in downtown. TWB, Towers Will Burn. Believed to be a splinter of international terrorist group CONFA. Current base of operations unknown. I think these are basically, yeah, explodey bottles. Still have crappy microwaves in 2069? Okay. EuroCorp cares for you. Figured. Controls you. Yeah, EuroCorp controls you, because that's what the chip is all about, eventually. Control over the populace. Fuck you guys. Can you? Okay, me and headshots, no. Me and shooting games, not really. God damn it. Okay. Why were you killing that poor woman? You're still alive. EuroCorp, a new area. And a child with balloons. Of surveillance and repression. A new era of surveillance and suppression. Indeed.
Stay in your room.
Stay what? Here I am. Penetrable shots. Hey! No. I saw you. Whee! Down he went. I kind of want your... God, I can't jump over this. Kind of want your ammo. Your guns. You had a regular pistol? That sucks, man. Alright, where's this? Yongchang, probably? Fashions and merchandise. Hobo.
Go get inside.
Is that what? Where? There's one. I missed. Wait. I missed. Wait. I hit, eventually. You guys are okay. Okay, so killing people helps recharge the dart overlay, I think they said yes. Ah, screw you then. Ugh! Barely saw you. Press shift while charging to move through wall. Yes, give me a moment. I'm gonna take a look around, see if I can... I'm not allowed to go any further. Okay. Do I have a stamina bar? No adrenaline?
Glad to have you back, Kilo. Let's get you in the chair. Security, go ahead and clean up the proving grounds. Sit down, Kilo. I need your post-mission stats.
Okay. Yeah, basically a tutorial mission. Don't think I got much further than this.
Come on, take a seat. I need your stats right away.
So they basically, for a training exercise, they threw away a lot of lives. Which really tells you how much they care about people. Not at all. Because, you know, future dystopian mega corporations taking over. Profit. That's all that counts. Consume products. Nothing else. We're kind of heading that way.
Subject is secure. Data.
Yeah, watch me kill all those people. They did kill a hobo though, so...
That's odd.
Fuck them.
Wait, let me just... Unusual activity. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Okay, this part is classified.
But protocol states that...
What? You're lecturing me on protocol for my project. Out! You're very valuable. Everybody wants a piece of you. Tell you what, Kilo. How about I give you something instead?
A smooch? Chip-to-chip transferring mode.
Chip-to-chip upgrades initiated.
Hello, Lily. You know Agent Merritt, don't you?
Wow, wow. Famous Dr. Lily Drawl.
Hello, Jack.
Drawl.
Merritt. This is a surprise.
I want to
that
see how
name.
my new prodigy is performing. You know I've had my doubts, but I've got to tell you, Dart 6 looks promising. It's going to revolutionize the chip industry. And this guy, he just keeps on surprising us. Right, Kilo?
Don't smooch
Ready
me.
for assignment?
He did well, but I'm still tweaking it.
Time for tweaking is over, Lily. We need to talk mass implementation for Dart 6 and all agents.
What we need is more time, Jack. We're not ready.
That's not my impression. Kilo proved Dart 6 works. Unless
Yes.
So,
I'm missing something.
Kilo, you just keep surprising us.
Jealous?
Volunteering to sign up for the prototype despite the risk of brain cancer. A real prodigy, all right. Or was it the thought of getting your head examined by the very lovely Dr. Droll?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
I'd buy that.
What?
Nothing. Dr. Droll.
Kilo. Lily here is not sure you're ready for a field mission. But Merritt thinks otherwise. And I'd like to find out if he's right. I've got this little thing coming up that you'd be just perfect for. Meet Gary Chang, Chief Psych Engineer at Aspari. They're equivalent to Lily here.
Except for the looks.
My sources indicate
Lauren
he's
Ibsen.
working on something that's just a little bit too much like the Dart 6. It's a clear patent infringement. Actually, it's worse than that. We're starting to think that someone in our court is leaking data.
I got a leak. A rat. A mole.
That's not possible.
Well, the point is, if they beat us to the punch, their agents get the edge over ours. And I won't permit that. I want this dealt with now.
Everything's set. We're leaving tonight. You and me, Kilo.
I don't like this, Jack. Kilo's not stabilized yet. He could glitch out.
EuroCorp has an excellent safety record, Lily. You should know that. Kilo, go over to Aspari with Merritt. Take care of this Chang problem for me. We're on the verge of something great. Let's not mess it up.
Someone fixed us up with an Aspari copter. Waiting for us on the roof. Come on, show me how great you are.
Well, one, I kind of feel like a kid who's being argued about by his parents. Two, I have a suicide app. Three, they use a lot of Lorem Ipsum text in that information about Garrett. Garrett was his name, yeah? Couldn't they have done basically anything else? Why Lorem Ipsum?
Database access is restored.
Oh, Lily Droll. Yeah, because we read about her, Dr. Droll, in... Can I go back to... Skill tree? Info bank? Where would that be? Not propaganda. I have 3 pieces of propaganda. New era of surveillance controls you. Right, working against a future. Business cards? Yeah. Sawan. Wasn't it here I saw Dr. Droll? After he and Dr. Droll came back from Reykjavik. And the C3 conference, okay. And now we were... Where were we? Assets and threats? Yes. Lillian Droll, female, age 30, lead biotech engineer for EuroCorp. Her clearance is grade 15, biotech group manager. Born to Down Zone parents, excelled in Down Zone educational system and identified by EuroCorp intellectual talent scouts at the age of 16. Attended New Columbia Medical on scholarship. Distanced herself from family, particularly her brothers who demonstrated early corporate dissension and downtown anarchist traits even. Regularly channels money to Lower Manhattan Down Zone address. Residential log indicates her parents as last known tenants. Jack Denham, male, age 61, actually 78. He's a CEO for the North American branch of EuroCorp. His clearance is grade 30 and he's an executive manager. Jack Denham was born when governments and politicians were still the norm, coming from a family of lawmakers and corporate leaders. When he was still a young man, his mother committed suicide after lurid press coverage of an illicit affair, and his father retreated into his work. That's a very common thing to do when you're depressed. During university, Denham engaged in social studies, psychology, and economics, publishing multiple articles about how individuality corrupts social structures. When the syndicates arose as a global force, he embraced the change as the replacement of the mother and father he'd lost. Ooh, there's a lot of things for a psychiatrist/therapist to unpack there. Individuality corrupts social structures. A little bit of a point there, but I'm still for individuality. Jack Denham's father, Jonathan Denham, was a judge in the US Supreme Court and died of cancer in 2019. So for us, 4 years ago. Before his death, he managed the antitrust vote of 2018, where US Congress rejected the Sherman Act and 70% of the existing antitrust laws in North America, opening the door for establishing syndicate control within the US border. Is border really spelled like that? Isn't it just B-O-R-D-E-R? That's more like someone boarding something. Yeah. Jack Denham specialized early in corporate security systems and biotech and also made a name for himself as a savagely efficient operative, extracting and interrogating executives and specialists during field ops. In 2021, he attached himself to EuroCorp as they founded their North American branch. In 2065, he was on the third place of top influential world leaders according to the World Poll Monthly. Rumors in state press indicate that Denham has accessed cellular-level technologies to arrest his aging, augmenting his mental and physical capacities. So that's why he's actually 78, but he's kinda 61. Agent Merritt, whose name, it's not name, but voice is so extremely familiar. That deep, gravelly voice. I can kind of picture the actor, too. Damn it, I'm gonna have to look that one up. He's 31, 28 CGA, whatever CGA is. He's a senior agent in the New York office, affiliated with EuroCorp, grade 16 clearance. How much did Droll have? 15? Yeah, so he has more clearance than she does. Alright. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I guess, if he's gonna go on missions and do stuff. Merritt was recovered from the Jersey Down Zone in 2046 via standard channels. At an estimated 5.5 years old, he was already substantially older than most adoptees, and his life on the streets had rendered him almost totally feral. Merritt was initialized at 9 years, 3 months of age. Then a record for EC agent induction. Psychopathic deviations, who seemed to feed well into the basic training, making him highly competitive and intensely task-focused. He was rapidly elevated to the Advanced Agent Training Creche in Geneva as a result. Field trials at age 14, London and Budapest, confirmed him as well ahead of the psychopathy/competence curve necessary for successful agent status. So you gotta have a little bit of psychopathy in you to become a good agent. Preliminary ops in 2053 to 57, Helsinki, St. Petersburg, Moscow, and Kiev. Full agent status conferred 2057. Subsequently distinguished himself as part of the EC Rapid Deployment Force, operating in arenas as far afield as Osaka in 2059, Kuala Lumpur in 2061, and Melbourne in 2063. Became something of an expert in operations against Aspari targets as a result. So he knows a lot about the Aspari, where we are going. Seconded to New York 2065 with special remit for anti-Aspari insurgency and strategic terrorism. Ooh, thank you. That was a really dry mouth from that. Okay. Are you jealous? You kind of look a little bit like your actor too, don't you?
Go on, Kilo, let's go.
Okay. Social history. Oh, dang. There's a lot here. Social history type world, corporate growth, social change. The world's largest corporate merger between Kader Industrien, that's gotta be German, and Euroline Medical leads to the creation of EuroCorp, the first mega corporation. EuroCorp EuroCorp initiates the development of a biodigital implant, the DART chip. Embedded in the brainstem and fueled by the host's own adrenaline, it provides the users with an unsurpassed connectivity with the dataverse. All features of personal communication are now embedded in the functionality of the chip, rendering all digital devices obsolete, so no more phones. More global corporations merge into syndicates and claim dominance, taking over all social and administrative functions of their consumers. National borders and local governments are disbanded, and the new corporate borders become reality. Market shares rule. World population in 2000, that was in 2032. In 2044, world population surpasses 15 billion, where 57% are chipped and linked to their preferred syndicate, and the remaining 43% are digitally locked out of the dataverse. Lack of information and social support turned them into outcasts from the modern society. So 2017 is when EuroCorp was created, and 2025 is when the chip came. And in 2057, industrial espionage reaches unparalleled heights. Prototyped enforcers, agents are mobilized to protect and serve the syndicate's interests outside the boundaries of modern law. An arms race to create the most sophisticated agents begin, and syndicates go to war against each other. 2069, current year. After 12 years of intensive research, EuroCorp launches a prototype host with the DART chip systems version 6.1. I think that's us. Evaluating the future evolution of syndicate agents. ECNN special report. Manhattan Focus, local news. Excerpt. Europort consumers can rest easy knowing that the downzone terrorists known as Logos may soon be in custody. Early this morning, the EuroCorp security agency joined with city police to carry out a series of raids to tighten the noose around the murderer, believed to be responsible for the Diamond Hill bombing last month. That attack claimed over 600 lives and caused damage to EuroCorp in excess of $120 million, and we know that's what's important. Fuck those 600 lives. According to today's official statement, members of terrorist cells responsible for the bombing had been under surveillance by EuroCorp for weeks before the swoop, and at least one agent was involved. As always, EuroCorp consumers are advised to avoid the down zone at all times, because remember, without chip technology, no one is ever safe. After the break, we take a look at how young EuroCorp consumers are using memory modification software to spice up their dating. Don't go away. Agents and forces. Type: business strategy, corporate growth, military operations. Agents. The latest generation of corporate enforcers are based on engineered military veterans, enhanced, chipped and designed to utilize prototype Syndicate research. Intelligence indicate that design methods vary from bioengineering and chemical simulation to cybernetic enhancement and robotics. For EuroCorp and Aspari, there's genetic customization and minor surgical implants. For Cayman Global, the Tau and the IIA, cybernetics and internal industrial grade augmentations. Just remember that I think IIA was basically the former CIA. I'm taking this all from what I remember from up at the various corporations in the 93 game. Because the CIA basically started becoming mercenaries, hiring their stuff out to anyone who could pay, and gathered a lot of crap ton of money. And then they became the IIA, a mega corporation. Let's see, the militarized Dart 6.1 chip is under development by EuroCorp Agent Operations, Research and Development, New York. Black Stripe security is in effect, and all data handling is subject to direct termination control. How do I know if the game has saved?
Next stop, Aspari South, City of Angels. I think you're gonna like this.
We're going to LA? I am a weapon. Command me. Oh, milestone performance. Maybe this is when it saves. Are you? Can I go back? I want to see my stats. I can. Accuracy 59.6%. Oh, actually okay, that's good. Rank CEO. Yeah, I don't believe that. Headshots 11. Personal best 11. Breach spikes. I haven't even begun doing that, whatever that is. Longest rampage 1. Adrenaline earned a lot. Damage taken also quite a lot. Personal bests. Completion time. I don't care about completion time. That's for speedrunners.
Dart Space tactical simulation initiated. Activating performance tests for Dart 6 suicide application.
For Dart 6 suicide application, you say? Yes. Propaganda, rampage. Kill enemies in quick succession. If an enemy is killed within 3 seconds of another's, 25 bonus energy is generated. Okay. So 3 seconds. Syndac rating is basically what we just saw. Accuracy, headshots, breach spikes. Don't know what that is. Longest rampage, adrenaline earned, damage taken, time taken. Oh, if time taken and damage taken are going to be part of my rating, I am going to tank these ratings.
This application forces a human chip carrier to commit suicide.
What?
Enter the practice area to begin test.
I can force people to self-terminate? It's kind of scary.
The Dart Tactical Overlay is available for enhanced combat effectiveness.
Yeah?
When active, this mode tracks strategic objects and enemy positions, even behind cover.
Yes, sure does. You can see them.
Overlay also enhances agent damage resistance, responsiveness, and breach capacity.
Ah, so it's also defense. Okay. So if I'm...
This is crucial for your survival in combat.
Okay, remember that the overlay...
Starting test.
Also,
Activating suicide application. Tested in the following scenarios.
new breach app. So this is breaching. Using apps in the overlay? App suicide. Application mechanic suicide. Offensive. In both meanings of the word. Type chip functionality. Dungeons and Dragons pair application firmware update. Grade 2. Medium energy consumption. Dart firmware has been updated. Offensive application suicide has been merged with main processor and subsystems. Press 1 to select suicide application. Hold num7 when target has been selected to initiate breach. Okay, yeah, so this is breaching. Continue until end of breach bar or release at breach spike area for a successful breach. Continue until end of breach bar or release at a breach spike area. Breach spike area. Force target enemy to commit suicide. Yeah, so the corporations and this chip. Not good. Please make sure we don't go down this road, yeah? Because I'm sure corporations would just love this. Not this part. Not the whole forcing target enemies or consumers to self-terminate. No, not that part. But the whole chipping thing and basically pumping ads and changing your likes to what they want to sell you. They would love that. Let's not go down that road. Application creates a link through a chip-to-chip DNDP interface. Okay, direct neural disruption protocol. Forcing target to commit self-termination by grenade. Ooh, inflicting collateral damage around it. I'm supposed to be kind of horrified by that, but that's kind of awesome. Game-wise. Self-termination chip-to-chip breach requires converted adrenaline before it can be used again. Okay, so you can't just pop, but you have to gather adrenaline before it can be used again. How much? Don't know. Okay. So, dart overlay.
Suicide application always affects the area surrounding the target.
So, serious question. What if they don't have a grenade? Does the breach just fail then? Say if I was going to do it on a civilian, they are definitely not armed. Okay, so I think I saw the breach spike area there. I got extra points for that.
Practice area complete. Breach applications are powered by adrenaline.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
Optimal use in combat will refill your breach applications faster. Enter the challenge area to test the full potential of the suicide application.
Optimal use, the AI says? When am I ever doing things optimally? The answer is never.
Starting challenge. You gain adrenaline from kills and breach spikes. Breach spikes occur when you perform a perfect breach.
Yeah, I ended in the little white area.
For this challenge, you must eliminate the minimum number of required targets.
Sorry?
Your performance will be evaluated.
Oh. Thanks. I mean, the best would probably be on... Oh. You 3 in 1. And then probably on you when both of these guys are kinda close? Like there-ish? Oh, that was a little bit slow. I got 2 of them. Ah, I should have used him for the... Ah.
Challenge failed. Reach the marker to reset the challenge.
Yeah, let's try that again. Why did I try to spike that? Don't know.
Your performance will be evaluated.
My performance will be evaluated. Okay, so you with them, you with them, and then... I failed the breach spike. Okay, so... Did I fail? I think I did. I don't have enough to...
Challenge successful. Performance was not optimal. Exit the simulation or breach the marker to reset challenge.
Yeah, we're gonna try optimize. Optimize? Optimize.
Your performance will be
Optimize that.
evaluated.
He says, going for you first, I mean, you're kind of coming this way, so I feel that doing that there should kill all of them. Give me back my dart. There we go. I should take care of you. And then I can hopefully do you too. I just need you to go back. This is not timed, is it? Also, that freaking scream.
Perfect performance. Well done. Exit the simulation.
I shouldn't really be happy about that, should I? That I got a perfect performance using a suicide app. Suicide and Persuade, that sounds more like it. Needs more energy than Backfire? So take larger to recharge. Try getting rampage bonuses or performing headshots to generate additional energy. Okay, I think that's the save symbol. Which is kind of perfect, if it saves there, because... yeah, going to leave this first episode of the 2012 reboot of Syndicate here. Yes. I don't really know what to think of the game yet. Gonna need to play it a little bit more. Let's see what happens. Anyway, as always, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and remember to make the most out of life and try to enjoy it as much as possible while you can, because you never know how long you have. And until next time, please do take care of yourself, friend.